Tonight's Breaking Raw. How about that? You like that? I know you
Oh,
like that.
that's perfect.
Is that
That
perfect?
I think that's perfect. We're good with lighting, I believe.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah, yeah, you could see me this time.
Tonight's Breaking Raw, brought to you by Carlo Rossi.
Yeah, Carlo Rossi.
We
And
wish, right?
yeah, we need to have a disclaimer.
A
You know,
disclaimer.
yeah, a lot of things I say are kind of raw and edgy. And you have to remember, I'm not beholden to anyone. And I'm going to say the first thing and be honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. And
You
this
never
will,
have.
yeah, well, this WW is E is sad.
Now, I just said this to Coco, and I'm going to say this to you. When they debuted, it's 5 or 6 weeks now on Netflix. Has the from that first show to tonight's show, hasn't the quality of the show and the booking just gone tremendously downhill?
I was waiting for this question. The way you listen, seriously, we don't talk about any of this because if we did, it would kind of be scripted. And you understand that. And I hope a lot of the nudniks out there that think they understand the business get this. You understand? First of all, this Netflix move is a bunch of shit. Am I allowed to say that?
Absolutely. It's your
Okay, the
yeah.
product hasn't gotten any better. What has improved to me is the camera. And that's about it. You're able to see
Okay.
you're able to see it's more bullshit and there's a lot missing. Now, I'm not saying that's for every match, but for most of the matches you have here, it's candy ass, man. It's candy ass. You have great talent that's sitting there not being used. You have a roster that's it's so misbooked. It's incredible that no one else sees this. They buy the product. You pay $350 to $1,000 for a seat. You're getting robbed. You're straight up getting robbed. And I could say that as what some people would say I was a talent. I was more. Eh, that that's an argument for another time. But I do understand the business. Not getting the business when I was in the business makes me more of an official to say what's missing in this business.
There's a lot missing.
Talent.
You know,
Listen, if I was signed and you were to like book me in one of these matches, I'm going to let you know something right now. The way Tony and I and Larry and DC Drake took things the way we wanted to, we weren't scripted. You could have told us who was going to win, but you aren't going to tell me how many fireman carries, how many suplexes, what you want to see out of the corner. That wasn't happening. We did what we wanted. The Dudley boys did what they wanted. The Hardy boys did what they wanted. Rob Van Dam sure did what he wanted. This shit is crap. You need professional wrestlers that know the business to help these guys more along. Not the guys that are in there and being taught this shit just to be taught shit to the next generation. There's a
mm,
lot missing. And on the talent, I could tell you two things that really, really are missing: femininity. There's women there that they took something away. There's no separation. It's like you're they've blurred the line, man. When they took away the F, they took away the female wrestler, and they made these girls. Um, I, I think they have a lot more talent to offer. They're not being correct. They could use their glitz. You're trying to push a girl like Charlotte Flair. She's as stiff as a more. Listen, man, a mortician would have a lot of fun with her. You know what I mean? There's nothing there. She's
Wow.
hollow. She's hollow, man. She needs work. She really needs to be crafted. And I've said that about Charlotte in the past, and I'll stick to it, man. She doesn't deserve to be on that roster. I don't care what anyone else is going to tell you. I'll take Nia Jax 50 times. Nia Jax is a girl. You understand? She's not a stiff robot out there. Yeah. You know what I mean? But let's get into the show, brother, or whatever you want to throw.
Let's
at me,
get.
I'm ready.
We're gonna throw stuff as we go, but the show live from Nashville, 10 minutes from my house, tonight, started out the same way it started out last week with. I mean, let's face it, the show from the moment this guy was on camera, his music hit, he was and is the most over thing in this company on any of the products with the fucking Yeet is unbelievable.
You know what you're doing there? It's like you're fanning the Egyptians. When he comes, when he comes out, I think of Jimmy Snoozo. I want to go to sleep when he comes out. All that hand signaling. You know, there was a couple other guys that had their moment of fame too. Yeet, yeah, roast beef, hungry. You know what I mean? What's going on, man? For real, you see them in the snap the LA Scum and him together and a snap into a Slim Jim. You know what? You need to slap both of these dudes into the reality that their career is going to be over quick, and I mean real quick.
Well, Jey Uso, I'll say this tonight. I felt, did a tremendous, perfect fucking setup for WrestleMania. They did the whole Yeet entrance. The crowd is going wild. And 2 weeks in a row now, I've never seen somebody get an encore from their entrance music. And Jey Uso has now 2 weeks in a row, which was a perfect setup. He gets up on the announcer's table, and out of nowhere, Gunther comes out, sweeps the leg, Cobra Kai style, and takes him down. And the brawl ensues. It starts. We get the legendary pull apart that's so famous in the world of professional wrestling. And we get those handful of words from Jey Uso as he's licking his wounds in the ring. We'll see you at WrestleMania.
Okay. This is mistake number one. Too predictable. If it was me, and I'm going to stand by this, Kaiser Soze is a talent and a half. You see the way he snuck up on Al Pacino and he took him out when he was like in that movie Scarface.
Wrong show.
Wrong show. Oh
yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about?
Well, Kaiser, this kid, Kaiser.
The Gunther or
no.
Ludwig Kaiser.
Listen, Gunther isn't a good heel. He is a good strong performer out there. I give him that. He carries that talent, that title. He carried other titles. But if it was me, and this isn't, this isn't hard, man. This is a W. You're looking for WrestleMania moments. Okay? So here you go.
That's a good statement.
You got Kaiser, you got Gunther, and you got Yeet. I would have had a three-way. Listen, man, you want to add drama to that.
That would be Tony Atlas.
Three-way, man. That's the three-way match. You do it with crazy out of control rules. You let them go at it, man. You give the people their money. Listen, did you see Jimmy Feet and his brother at WrestleMania? That great match they had of super kick, super kick, super kick, super kick, super. Listen, these two
22 super kicks in a match.
Okay, do I need to say more about this kid being in the WWE WrestleMania moment? It's not happening, man. If I'm a pure hardcore, not even hardcore. If I want to be twisted and I want to swerve, you want to put Gunther, you want to put Kaiser as the interfering that causes something to go on there that carries that title past the feet, and you make Kaiser and Gunther have a match. You know, this is booking. This is easy booking. This is booking that interest, that drama. Do you not already know that Feet is going to beat Gunther? It's too predictable. What is it? The Magnum TA, Tully Blanchard, best of 7. They should have. Listen, you wanted to. I quit. There's so many other ways that you could book this match, but I do not see it. It interests me not. Bang.
So, okay. Ludwig Kaiser, what you're booking, I think you're going to see with 2 other participants. I think you're going to see it with Penta, Pete Dunne, and Ludwig Kaiser at WrestleMania.
All right. Penta, the escapee from Miami prison underneath the I-95 with all the hand signals. That kid couldn't draw flies if he had shit attached to him. And as far as the fire, that's how quick he's going to fizzle out. The other person you named was what? Who? Butch?
No. What's
Butch?
his name?
What's
Pete
his
Dunne.
name?
Pete Dunne.
Butch.
Okay.
You see, you don't even know. His name was Butch before he was Pete Dunne.
I don't know.
Just like his career, it's done. Who's the next guy?
Your boy, Ludwig Kaiser.
And there you go. The only one out of that whole ring that has interest. And not only that, not only is he a great talent, he has Tiffy time all night long, baby. He's a winner in my book.
Hey, you can't go wrong.
You asked for Johnny HotBody.
This is what I want. This is
what happens when you conjure me up, baby. I'm booking. And as far as it, listen, you get me a meeting with those idiots at that office, okay? And I'll bring you with me, and I guarantee you and me would have a better show, better interest than anything else that's going on there. Who you going to get an opinion from? Really? Who you going to get a real opinion that isn't self-promoting himself?
Well, my opinion of that opening segment, which was, let's face it, the opening 15-minute segment was the absolute peak of the whole show tonight. Nothing else touched, in my opinion,
the girls' match. The girls' match. The girls' match. Please.
Great.
Please.
The girls' matches.
We had blood. All right. We have
hard way blood, which was nice.
Listen, bro, you want to entertain me? There you go. There you go. None of that. I'm going to run into
Johnny,
you.
shut out of the
Listen,
fucking
I'm going to run
tonight.
into you in the corner, and I'm just going to barely touch you. Come on, man.
Shit.
I knew a couple wrestlers. I knew a couple. I'm not going to bury anybody, but I knew a couple guys. Hey, what's up, brother? They would say to me, "Please don't chop me. Please don't chop me." Listen, bro. Come on, man. Next.
All right, let me run through some comments real quick. We got Bill Struthers, who's the custom figure doll guy. He's in the house. He made it back in.
Hello, Billy. What's this say?
The one and only Bob Cook, former WCW star. But Liv Morgan's ass. Let's give her an ovation like Hogan got after WrestleMania 18 in Canada.
Whoa. I got something on Hogan. I got something for... Oh, buddy, let's not leave out
We're talking about
Hulkster. I
We're
mean, the
talking about Liv's
Juicer.
ass.
Let's
and
not
you-
leave the Juicer out there, but Liv Morgan's ass. Hold on. I give it. Yep. That gets tens all night long.
Oh,
Eric is
shit.
looking at me right now, bro. She wants to kill me.
And we're only 15 minutes in.
And we
Bill-
didn't even talk about Rhea Ripley yet.
yeah, we didn't even get there yet. Bill says way too predictable. And
See?
Uso just got the Gunther Saturday night main event. Oh, he just lost the Gunther Saturday night. Yeah, he did.
Well,
But
that
he's going to
really-
win at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that really means nothing, him losing. Are you really interested in it? Listen, Bill, are you really interested in it? Is it so predictable that you would want to swerve? Vince McMahon would give you a swerve, okay? Triple H, he'll give you the pat on the back only with the fucking the toot from the Penguin.
Bob Cook says, and now this is interesting. And I'm glad you guys are chiming in on this. And Bob, if you want to join in, let me know, and I'll send you the link on Facebook. Gunther bores me to death, and at my age, I'm close enough already. I don't need his help.
Listen, I'm like him. You ever see drywall before you paint it?
Yeah.
Well, drywall falls off when it sees his matches. It's horrible. Like he says, when he was in NXT, he had something going for him. The step up was a step down for him. But I wouldn't want to be chopped.
Uso is for sure set to beat Gunther, the same old story. No, excuse me. We've seen for years.
LA Knight just did that, didn't he? Yeah.
Bob says Pete Dunne is the feral kid from the Road Warrior grown up.
It's a shame the kid does have talent, but he's a little guy in a big in a giant ocean, and he gets eaten up.
Excuse me. Bob also says I'd rather watch paint dry, preferably a bright blue paint, than any Gunther match. Too funny. Too freaking funny. All right, next up, we had a Rhea Ripley promo, and Io Sky comes in as she's getting ready to go out for her tag match, and she says, I'm coming for you.
Is that what she said? I thought she asked if it was shrimp fried rice or pepper steak, and I'll let that one go. I'm sorry.
That's a bad one.
To you. I didn't understand them. I never understand them. That's just my joke. Hyperbole, of course. But when it comes to Ripley, come on. Great match, though.
Yes,
it was one of the best matches on TV tonight that I've seen. Not unless you're going to try to convince me that CM Punk is, not picking up chairs and sweeping the floors.
Well, we had the tag match, the girls' tag match, Liv and Raquel versus Io Sky and Dakota Kai, and this, which seems to be a big, common thing, I'll say, with the WWE matches, starts out very slow, and then all of a sudden, some of these matches just fucking strike a match and get that fire going. And this was one of those matches. It was such a slow start, and then it turned into a holy shit. They turned it up with like 24 false finishes, and each fucking move they were doing got more devastating, and I kept cringing whenever I see those moves where the fucking back is getting bent like that. I like shake and shudder because I get so fucking nervous when it involves the back. But Liv Morgan getting busted open the hard way, which was real nice. I mean, just a great fucking match, man.
Dakota Kai, right?
Yes.
Just came back, right? She was injured.
She had a concussion, yeah.
That girl needs to be put up a little. I believe she's a great talent.
I agree.
A little bit lost in this damage control.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot more that you could do with her. And yeah, she needs to have a chance. I think she may have been a better. What is that belt the Valkyrie has?
Yeah,
What
you
is
know,
that?
it's either the U.S. belt. I think it's the U.S. belt or the Intercontinental Women's belt now. Either one, whatever it is. This Lyrie Valkyrie or whatever her name is, I don't think she's worthy or deserving of that belt yet. They put it on her way too fucking early.
And another thing on that, I don't think we're even up to this, but I I had to leave the room for a second, and I came back, and Rosie O'Donnell wrestles now.
Who? Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah, she had the hair shaved on one side.
Oh, fucking Bailey?
Is that what you call her now? I swear that's Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh my
If it
God.
isn't Rosie O'Donnell's, it's Rosie O'Donnell's illegitimate kid with Donald Trump.
Oh my God. Oh
Just
my
saying.
God. Oh my God. We didn't even get there yet. All right.
Okay. Well, let's go somewhere else.
All right. You're cracking the fucking cooker up. He's loving it. Bill Struthers says, I'd watch the figure paint dry over you so yeeting. Laugh out loud. Mike Criscola, my old Upper W brother. Boom. Guns out. Cooker also says a great match, I thought, but I'm also a superficial, and I keep going back to Liv Morgan's ass.
Not for nothing. Seriously, that girl is one incredible talent.
She's one of the best workers in that company.
You really don't come across too many guys that have the ability to wrestle on par to what she is. And,
I agree.
Whatever, man. You don't have to. No, listen, you're not supposed to agree with me, but I like when you do because it shows me you have the eye to see a great talent.
I mean, honestly, let's face it. She's probably one of the top 3 workers, male or female, overall in that company.
Do you take, all right, up for contract, her and Charlotte, the budget only calls for one of them. Who you paying?
Oh, I'm Liv all the way. Every
all right,
fucking
just
penny.
I'm just
every fucking penny.
All right, Nia Jax,
Nia
Charlotte.
Now this is the way I'm going to look at it now.
You could do it any way you want, man. It's your vision.
I'm not a fan of either, but from a marketable standpoint and somebody that would probably sell tickets would be Charlotte.
Wow. Okay. I'm telling you, when I see Nia Jax, I see more woman. I see more marketability. I think they're not using her correctly.
Well, you know what the problem is too.
The push of the big woman. You got to lose that, man. She's.
But the big problem, and we talked about this a couple weeks ago, was. And this is, not a shot either at Liv, but the only one who truly makes Nia look like $1 million was Rhea Ripley.
Oh, wow.
Remember we
did
have
that conversation, and I did make that statement. You know what? I'm going to go back, and I want to do some homework for you for next week. I'm going to look into a few of Nia. Listen, Nia Jax didn't get there because she's related to someone, because I don't think she even shares the same name as Roman Reigns or any of them. She isn't from that family. You know
I yeah the
know what is
I
how are they?
Annoye no yeah I know I screw up the pronunciation of that. I think she is related somehow though.
Well, I believe
But
she's there because of her talent. I don't believe she's
no, I
there.
agree on that.
I don't believe she's there because she cooked for The Rock and he couldn't smell what anyone was cooking. Seriously, I tend to believe that girl's there for her raw talent and marketability. They're just not using her correctly. I stand by that. But go ahead. You know, there's a lot of people who would argue with me, but then again, they're buying tickets to see the dude with the fingers. But go ahead.
Oh shit. Bill says live over Charlotte any day. Let's see.
You
Cooker
see,
said
you see these guys that are making. Listen, I'm going to hit you with this. Your audience out there. Let's
okay.
take away the fact that Liv is pretty. Just let's judge her on her pure talent.
Okay.
There you go. Judge her on her pure talent. What do you got?
Again, she's still I think one of the top workers overall in the company,
Okay.
male or
Okay.
female.
And seriously, this thing she's doing with I don't know what the hell they're doing here with this Rodriguez girl. This is bad. This is bad marketing. Also, I don't get who's writing her gimmick. It sucks.
Yeah.
It really sucks. Liv should be doing something like with the beautiful people. You put her with Becky. You know what I mean? You put some appeal in the seat. You know, you're selling to kids. 98% of your audience is kids. Man, where's the men? Where's the men? Where's the women? Where's the beefcake? You put Kaiser as Roman as a Rick Rude kind of character. You got the girls, the older women, not the babies, not the girls, not the little girls that want to see Logan Small or Logan Paul, whatever you call that creep. But anyway, let's go.
All right. So it turns out it seems, and we've a couple people have told us this. Nia Jax is related to The Rock.
Yeah, and the Valiant brothers were really valiant. Come on, man. You know, there's too many marks. Listen, these people think they're smart marks. They're not. Here's a little tidbit on you. Let's talk about Chalk Hogan. Let's talk about that bumbling bubblehead. You know, when I didn't like him long ago, when everybody was, Hulk Hogan, yeah, Hulk Hogan. I said, steroid Hogan. Everybody went, no, he says his prayers, he eats his vitamins. Let's talk about that beer. You got any ideas on it, Bay? I mean, Bubba. I mean, Chubby. I'm sorry. I'm at a loss right now because I'm on a
You're all
roll.
fired up.
Listen. I got a hot roll for you that'll blow your mind.
Do I have any thought on Hulk Hogan's beer?
Yeah. Do you have any thoughts on Hogan's beer?
I feel it's like a cheap ploy or something. Yeah.
Okay, check this out. Before I even did any homework in this, I seen crappy marketing. And when it comes to crappy marketing, a few years back, there was this beer, Bud Light. They did some crappy marketing move that destroyed them. You had cases and cases and cases of Bud Light. It sat on the shelves. Well, check this out, brother. Let me tell you something, brother. There's a cat that works for Anheuser-Busch. His so-called name is Terry Francis. You buying where I'm going yet? You smell them could you smell what Johnny HotBody's cooking, baby? Mm-hmm. So that beer that everybody might buy, hey, brother, it's Bud Light. Remarketed, relabeled, repackaged. You don't believe me? You don't believe me? Do a little investigating on the crappy marketing of the Hogan beer. Hey, I'm not here to destroy anybody's character, but he was a creep. Sorry, next.
All right. Next up, we had um, the Kevin Owens promo. The first they were discussing Sami Zayn is injured after being attacked by Kevin Owens. He's going to be out for a little bit. Then they showed the Kevin Owens promo, reflashing over the clips from the ladder match with Cody, the attack on Sammy, and Kevin discussing that and setting that up for probably Elimination Chamber.
Okay. When it comes to Cody, I think of Charlotte.
Okay.
You got a road, you got a dirty road, and you got a Flair. Two no talents that need to go. And that's my opinion. All right.
I'll disagree with you on Cody.
Hold on. You got Sami Zayn. He's out there with the Owens match.
Mm-hmm.
You see this moron Cody pick up Kevin and he puts him through a ladder. Right? Now Sammy gets a pile driver. I used to use the pile driver. Kevin Sullivan used the pile driver. There's quite a lot of guys that use the pile driver. Even that bozo Lawler, he used the pile driver. That's another subject. But anyway, how are you saying that Sami Zayn's neck is this and that? Man, I think they should have did it this way. You had Kevin Sullivan take that incredible head through the ladder.
Yeah.
You should have made Sami Zayn snap and turn him into a heel. Because as far as Sami Zayn goes, begging on the people's all the time, it needs to go, man. His story's been played out, done, over with. He's always begging for the crowd's approval. He sucks. That's my opinion. He sucks. I don't know who he slept with to get his job, but he's a mid-card at best, and you're putting him with Kevin Owens, who's a top talent. I say Kevin Owens is a better worker than Cody Blows. That's my opinion.
Interesting. I think all three are really good workers, personally. I think I actually like that idea you were saying about, because they were starting to tease a heel turn with Sammy, and I think that would have been an interesting thing. I like what you were saying.
This is of course my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna start putting disclaimers. This is Johnny HotBody, only HotBody.
I want this. I told you, you're going to need to. You're going to need to, because I'm going to be so harsh. These guys are going to have to re-examine their talent and what they're being used by and who's right in their crap. Okay? Cody just doesn't have it. He has marketability being spent on him, which makes him appear to have a larger-than-life following than he really has. It's like this. You could buy views on YouTube. You could buy subscriptions on YouTube.
Sure.
You could have followers. Do they really follow you? I look behind me. I don't see anyone. I look behind a lot of people that say, you see what we do? That's my team. Last I checked, none of those people own the Eagles, the Sixers, the Flyers, or any other team. But that's what people do, because that's what they do. I'm not going to rain on their parade, but go ahead.
Too funny. So, all right, let me
think it's funny? It's truth. Let me tell you something, man. What you hear me say is what a lot of people wish they could say. I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of people that if they were able to cut their ego and hope that they were going to get a job from the WWE, the AWE, the local Joe Blow Wrestling Alliance that comes through the circus town. Listen, man, these guys would tell the truth. There's a lot of guys that are in this business, don't deserve the spots they're in. There's too much other great talent out there, and they're being overlooked. That's the way I see it. I still say Rhodes, Charlotte. Listen, if Rhodes' dad and brother weren't great talents, oh, he was great when he did his Stardust deal, when he was whatever he was doing. But like, he's lost it, man. He's lost it.
But
This is my opinion, man. You can't put on a red, white, get.
It's your opinion. I understand that, but you can't deny how over he is.
I'm not buying tickets for him. That's what I'm basing it on.
Yeah, but you're not buying tickets for anybody's.
Listen, I'm not buying tickets for Yeet. I'm not buying tickets for LA Scum. I would buy tickets for McIntyre. I would buy tickets for the guy I can't even stand, which is that prime drink freak. What's his name?
Logan Paul.
Yeah, Logan Small. And I don't listen. And I'm telling you, you want to be. Do you want to be entertained, or do you want to be put to sleep? That's what it comes down to. I know that a lot of children attend these events, but somewhere along the line, you got to make them interesting for other people that don't watch Marvel comics, that don't have high hopes on these guys that they put their life behind. How long could you drag? How long could you drag the bloodline?
Well, they drug it out for a while, but I'm
and
guessing
it's going to
over.
listen,
I
and
don't
it's
know.
not listen. The cat's a pissing. Where under the chair. It's not over, my friend. It's only about to begin again. Trust me. If they put feet over, yeet, the part of the bloodline that doesn't like him, it still exists. You don't think they just killed that because the guys that were in it weren't usable the right way? You only got the wolf, what's his name? Slobber knocker, the dude that spits all over himself. What's he call himself? Huh?
Jacob Fatu?
And how many more of the new Samoans have they hired with Roman Reigns disappearing right now?
Nobody that I know of.
They just hired one of the cousins. He's huge. Listen,
Who's that? Zilla? I know there's been rumors of Zilla coming.
There's no rumors. They definitely did it. That's not rumors. They did it. They absolutely bring him in, and it's not over. They have nothing. They have nothing marketable, and that's my opinion. What's going on there? It's a one trick pony.
See, but this is where your argument falls short, because you say it's not marketable, but they're selling a fucking shit ton of merchandise.
Oh, Lord, merchandising. Listen, are we in the merchandising business, or are we in wrestling? Well, I'm talking about
business goes
these
hand
matches.
in hand.
Well, okay, well, we're going to talk about the matches, man. If I got 4 kids and 4 kids want to buy a shirt, yeah, man, okay. What grown ass man? And the most worn shirt I think still may be the 316, Austin 316. Yeah, that was a man. Now that's a shirt that I seen on the contraction sites all the time. You know what I mean? Let me tell you something. If I was still in the construction field and a couple of my guys on my crew walked in with Yeet or LA Knight, I throw them off the site. They wouldn't have work no longer. Listen, man, go fill up the water cooler. Get off the job. You don't have. You're not a man. Get out of here.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is joking. Hyperbole. This is all hyperbole, brother. If you get herphilioma, Listen, disclaimer goes like this. I'm going to say things. You're
Oh,
going to get
shit.
herphelioma. You're going to need a bottle of fuck it all. And that's all I'm going to say.
The night of May 3rd,
Yes.
the TWA reunion show, the one and done show. We have the WrestleCon in the afternoon. People can come out, meet Johnny, meet myself, but we're closing in. We're at, I think it's 885 signatures for this banner. When we do this ceremony to raise this banner, me and Johnny have talked about this quite often over the past few months, and we've discussed how it's going to be at a very emotional time. I have discovered tonight the way to stop our tears, John. I'm going to start fucking yeeting as I do the presentation.
Listen, if you do that, I'm going to take off one of my slippers, and I'm going. And listen, did you ever find your pimp shoes?
Oh, I gotta find them fucking shoes.
Come on, man.
I gotta find my
I want
pimp
everybody out there. Yo, how many people you get a lot of people watch us, or what's the
Yeah,
deal?
yeah.
Okay, I'm letting them all know that he's wearing pimp shoes. Everybody, come on. The pimp shoes alone are worth the price of admission.
There you go.
There it is. See, now you gotta wear Coco. Where are you?
All right, the next match was Bailey versus Lyra Valkyrie. This was an elimination chamber match. Now, instantly I said to myself, okay, it's elimination chamber. It's not for the belt. We know Bailey's going over. They had Roxanne Perez, who they've been building this feud with Bailey, sitting at ringside. But what they did was they put them at ringside before the match starts, and then they usher them away. They should have had her stay there the whole time. And after Bailey won the match, had Roxanne attack her, because in reality, they're setting that up for WrestleMania too.
You have to be kidding me. Do you understand what I'm saying about this WrestleMania? You know, Andre the Giant is probably rolling over, man, in his grave somewhere, man. This is weak. This is really, really weak. What they're trying to give you as great wrestling and great. They're just giving you great family entertainment. They're not giving you great wrestling.
Well, now, I got to say this. As I watched this match, honest to God, I kept saying to myself, this is like a true old school match, and it was like constant flashbacks to Ringmasters Wrestling School. It was a true like old school style match, holds, reversals, chain wrestling at times. It was just.
Did you get a sense that that match had a lot of fluidity to it, or did you see it rough?
There was quite a few rough spots.
I have learned that the rough spots come when someone wants to get their stuff in and isn't happy about the spot that's supposed to put that person into a brighter look. And this is what I seen with that. And I get a sense of that with Rosie O'Donnell. I always did. I know a lot of people get her. I never got her from day one. And I'm talking about Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my opinion on her. I remember when she first came in, how Vince was high on her. Didn't they give her the title like automatically when she came in also?
See, I was not watching then, so I
just don't get Bailey. I joke when I call her Rosie O'Donnell, of course, but I don't get her. And I see that as a waste of, I think, what was it, 15 minutes, 13-minute match or whatever it was. A waste of time. Waste of time.
And it was a very, very, it was just like a roll-up finish. Very boring finish.
Yeah, nothing there.
Yeah.
It seemed like someone didn't want to. Well, you don't want the champion to look like crap.
Right.
But why would you put someone over that doesn't supposedly need to be over if it wasn't for her own ego?
Mm.
It's like when Natalia used to work after a point. When they really stopped pushing her, her work her work kind of lacked. It was like she didn't want to put people over, and every time she did that, she wound up with a broken nose for her ignorance.
Well,
But
I'll say this, and I've been very vocal about this over time. I've been a very, very big Bailey supporter and fan, but I've noticed since she's lost the belt a few months back, exactly what you're saying.
all right, there you go. And for you to see that, um, I'm surprised that the writers or whoever it is that handles these girls don't actually watch the matches. I don't know how like anyone doesn't take into consideration how much time it costs to run a TV spot for some of these people to
Mm,
become stars. It's a lot. It's a lot of time.
it
It's a
is.
lot of investment. And for creative to be employed and even catering, you got to feed these people.
Yeah.
So, later, you sometimes need to go. Maybe give her one of those contracts where she's what are they for the senior citizens now? They give them that contract. Legends.
Oh, the Legends contract, yes.
Yeah, she needs a Legends contract. See you later. Or make her teach in Florida at the school.
Michelle says that Zilla is coming in through their ID program, so we'll probably be seeing him on the Evolve show.
But you know what? That is true. That is true. He'll be brought in like that, but he'll get to push up the roster quicker than anything. A lot of these guys do that.
Thinking of, speaking of the ID program and Evolve, the interesting thing was there was zero promos for that tonight, but they promoted that other news show they got coming out on A&E, the LFG show, which is going to be like their training centers or something. I don't know.
Spreading ourselves a little too thin, I believe.
Mm.
It might be. I don't think that. Listen, man. You asked me earlier about the Netflix deal. I don't think. I don't think it was a good move.
Hmm. The Brooklyn Ball Busters in the house. Hey, brothers, it's Joe the Bouncer from Brooklyn. What's up, Joe? How you doing, buddy?
How you doing there?
And Bill Struther says Austin 316 shirts still towards top of sales charts.
Hey, what did you think about AJ Styles coming in?
Oh, we'll get to that. We will get to that.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Next up was the Penta promo, which turned into the Ludwig Kaiser promo, which turned into Pete Dunne coming in. And we have next week, which I'm kind of surprised, but we have next week again, Penta versus Pete Dunne.
Waste of time. I don't believe there's anything in it for Penta to be over the way they're investing in him. They should be putting him with someone a little higher up on the card.
Totally
Pete
agree.
Pete Dunne, is he considered a lightweight journeyman?
Like when I hear the name Pete Dunne, I'm flashing back to watching WWF Superstars Saturday morning and seeing some guy doing the job for somebody.
Well, he was pretty good when he was with Sheamus, but I don't know that gimmick they gave up on the Sheamus gimmick with him. He was definitely marketed as Butch.
Hmm. All right, so next up we had another promo. It was what the hell are they? Team Alpha, whatever. What's the hell is their name?
Alpha Academy.
Alpha Academy. We had them and the American Made. They had a promo, and I don't. I say the same thing every week when we see them. I don't know why they're letting these girls talk because they can't talk.
What was that? What's their names? I can't even remember.
Uh, American Made. What's the two girls? The one girl reminds me of a modern day Luna Vachon with the sides of her head shaved and
I said something to my Erica over here about that. I don't get that. I get Dupree. I definitely get the girl that Dupree.
Mhm.
What is it, Roxanne? What is it?
Maxine.
Maxine Dupree. I get her. Totally get her being used. The other ones, like you said, waste. Alpha Academy. Not such a great gimmick. I'm not buying into it.
Well, they don't have them do nothing. They just have them do these stupid promos every week.
Well, they need to cut it. It's filler.
Absolutely. It's filler that's, in my opinion, making them look bad. They can get in the ring and work some nice matches, but they can't talk. They got to really like bring them along, get them to. You know what it is too? They're trying to do these voices and characters, and they're not trying to be natural. I think if they went for a more natural approach, it would help them get themselves and their gimmick over.
Talent wise, definitely could work.
Mm-hmm.
Gimmick, weak. Mm-hmm. Agree with you totally.
Yeah.
The Alpha Academy doesn't work without Chad Gable doing his work because he was the most.
He can talk, yeah.
He's the most entertaining. Listen, there's another on. I believe he's underutilized. He should be more used in main events. How about you try something like this with him? You put him with Finn Balor and AJ, and you start the Bullet Club a new way.
Interesting.
How about that?
Interesting.
How about that?
Interesting.
Listen, man, I know I sing the praises of AJ Styles all day long. One of the greatest contracted wrestlers that they have. He's done more than most ever will do and can do. And he can make anyone shine. The man is incredible. Incredible. And I believe the Finn Balor and him were the Bullet Club in Japan.
Interesting. Well, next up was AJ Styles, which, like you said, he can get anybody over, including he got himself over tonight because he came out and he had zero crowd reaction. He really had, I really thought no crowd pop, no no nothing. But he got on the mic and within 3-4 minutes, he won that crowd over and he had them chanting his name.
You know, one of the hardest things to do is involve the crowd. Mm-hmm. It really is.
Especially as a face.
Yes. Yes, it is. This is what makes him have it all. Like I said, there's a lot of people, they look good, but they lack a lot of talent. And somewhere along the line, whoever's teaching these kids, they're listen, they're the old timers that were involved. They need to be brought in, and each one of these talents need to be reworked with psychology to work the crowd, to get them involved. The hell with the kids, man. You're going to sell shirts only so long. You know, what are you in the business for? Garanimals? You remember when I was a kid, you had the matching underwear and T-shirts, the Garanimals.
Right.
Maybe like we could get some. What is it? Yeet animals on your underwear. This way you match your yeet. You know, front and back.
For the record, when I was a kid growing up in the 70s, I always wanted Garanimals. My mother would never get them for me.
She was a smart woman. Do you know how bad
I always wanted them fucking animal fucking tags.
Listen, all it takes is one smart kid to give you a wedgie when you're in line. Yeah, buddy, everybody knows you're wearing Garanimals. Now you're in trouble.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Joe says, we spoke, Bay. I'm the dude that's coming from Brooklyn. I'm the dude that's also been diagnosed with prostate cancer. Joe, prayers out to you, buddy.
Oh,
Uh,
sorry to hear that. So sorry to hear that.
my place is to be at WrestleCon to meet you and Johnny HotBody. That will be my healing.
Wow. Well, we'll be there definitely, definitely. And
And we're going to yeet. We're going to make Johnny yeet.
no, listen. The only thing I'll be eating is a roast beef with cheese from John's Roast Beef. That's the only eating I'm doing.
All right. Next up, we had Seth Rollins doing a promo in the crowd with the interview girl. I forget her name.
Oh boy, yeah. What an interview talent there, man.
Yeah, right,
She
right.
may be the greatest interviewer in the WWE. I don't even know her name.
I
But
don't
anyway,
even
yeah, who
know her
was it?
name.
Listen, man, you made more. Who was it she interviewed? Seth
Seth
Rollins.
Rollins.
All right. Here's a dude that needs to stop wearing his sister's clothes. I'm dead serious. He needs to stop it. He's not Randy Savage. You need to lose the Oakley glasses. You need to be the man you truly are and go back to the way you were in the beginning. A little bit too flashy, great talent. I think he would be more better as a heel. I know the people all know his song. For the life of me, I don't know. I don't know it. And I don't even know Cody Blows' song. So what's the difference? And I don't even know how to yeet.
But you'll learn. So during his promo, Finn Balor came out and they discussed and set up for next week Seth versus Finn Balor in the Elimination Chamber match.
Okay, here we go again. Booking Johnny. If Johnny Hotbody 35 years ago was involved, this would be a great match. I'm telling you right now, Seth freaking Rollins, great worker. Finn Balor, I don't. Listen, not a fan so much, but I love his work. Okay, incredible work, and you
Yeah.
bring here you go. AJ Styles could be involved in there. There is the Bullet Club. This is something they had missed on from the beginning, the ability to do what New Japan Wrestling had done. Create one of the most hardcore factions there were. Triple H wants to put people together thinking he's going to get the Four Horsemen. He needs to forget the Four Horsemen and try to do the Bullet Club. And I believe those guys would take on the bloodline, and that would
Mm.
be more interesting than what were they calling themselves with the dude with the eyeliner and the Superman, the Puerto Rican. He wore the flag in the beginning. He was Spanish dude, Puerto Rican guy, Latino.
Oh, I
What's
don't
his
know.
name? He wore the eyeliner. He was
Oh, Damian Priest.
there you go, Damian Priest. Damian Priest, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Bill says Seth wears Becky's clothes because she's the man.
You see, there you go. Becky needs to be promoted more for her sex appeal. I think you put her with Liv. Man, there's a lot you could do to I mean, like, I know in this time you can't be called the female, I guess, in the WWF or WWE. I don't know, man. If it's this, I'm not trying to be politically incorrect, but the wrestling is missing some sex appeal. What were the beautiful people? Who was in the beautiful people, brother? You were.
Uh, Velvet Sky and Angelina Love.
Listen, man, Dutch Mantel was the guy to put that shit together.
I
That was,
I never know why the two of them were not picked up by WWE.
I'll tell you why, because, Vince McMahon was a creep.
He probably got shot down by them.
Well, listen, I believe they would turn Vince McMahon down. I mean, some people have morals and won't do things that Vince McMahon wants them to do. You know, like sell your soul.
Absolutely.
But anyway, that's not even the conversation. But go ahead, bro, man.
All
Next.
right.
Oh yeah, they do
Next
need
up.
the sex appeal.
Next up, AJ came back out with what's his name, Adam Page, the Raw GM, to set up for next week. It's going to be AJ versus Dirty Dom. So we're going to see that match, and then as AJ was getting ready to walk away, in comes Braun Breaker, and we have a stare down face to face. And I said to myself, this is exactly what Braun Breaker needs. He needs somebody like AJ Styles that can work his fucking ass off and give him some great fucking matches and really fucking bring him along.
Oh boy, man. Braun was being helped by what's that kid's name? Happy Corbin. And I think Happy Corbin was a better talent all around than Braun Breaker. Just because you could run around the ring and tackle somebody and you're related to the Steiners doesn't mean that you deserve the spot.
Agreed.
Seriously. I said that about a few people. And the only one I clarified was Dirty Dom. Dirty Dom's talent speaks for itself. Braun Breaker, his talent doesn't speak at all to me. He's boring. He's one of them dudes. Okay, he's being used right now. I don't get him. I don't get him, man. He's a mid-level. He's a mid-level curtain jerker at the best.
I agree. I agree. He's mid level. I don't feel they should have put that belt on him yet. Um, yeah, I just think it was way too early for him to be getting a belt, and I hope that's why I said when I saw him and this thing with AJ, I'm hoping that's going to be the thing to help get this kid along and bring him along faster because I feel he's just a mid card.
I think AJ doing that at this point of his career, I don't think he's at that point yet where he should be putting over mid-level talent when he's a major talent.
The main eventer.
I am telling you, AJ with the Bullet Club is the way they should be marketing it. They wasted their time. Well, they wasted a lot of time with the bloodline, even though it was over. It was definitely over, but it was definitely drawn out with the guys that they were using. It needed to be revived and new life in it because, quite seriously, having a feud for a necklace of red hot chili peppers just doesn't seem to me worth all that time and effort. You know, build a fraction that's going after titles and actually doing something. Solo Sikoa sucked. He really sucked. I don't know how he got his job. Well, I do know how he got his job. But anyway,
Well, next up, we had a tag match for the World Tag Team Championship. American Made took on the champions, the War Raiders, and I gotta say, them fucking War Raiders, holy shit,
great, great,
unbelievable!
great.
The
Absolutely.
agility and the
Uh-huh.
way those guys can move, they impressed the fuck out of me tonight.
Okay. Here we go. Tag team division sucks in
It
the
totally
dub.
sucks.
Okay. Who do you see as a talent that's marketable and would be great for a tag team interest?
Are you talking about a team that's not in existence right now?
Oh, they're in existence, but
Oh, okay.
underutilized and one hell of a talent, both guys.
Are you talking about Finn and JD?
Now Finn and JD are good, but you're gonna laugh at me, man.
All right, come on, spill it.
Pretty deadly. Pretty deadly. Let me tell you something about those two guys, brother. They are so entertaining. They are worth the time. They are definitely worth. They're marketable, and they could work, man.
You know what? I got to look them up. I don't even know who the hell it is. Oh, those two guys.
Yeah, they're supposed to be raising money for an opera or something, man. And they helped those two weasels, DIW. What is it? DICK. What is it?
DIY.
DIY. Listen, man. We don't even need. Do we need to even Johnny Gargano? What the? Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, he's got to be Triple H's cousin, nephew, nepotism. I'm crying nepotism all the way. But anyway, yeah, Pretty Deadly are a very entertaining group.
I've never seen them work a match. I've seen like them pop out for segments here and there, but I've never seen them work a match.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I'm not saying that they're going to beat those two behemoths, but in all reality, yeah, the tag team is lacking all around. When you have guys like that, you need a tag team that's going to be strong to oppose them.
I'll tell you what, though. I started like the beginning of this match. I was like, with American Made, but they impressed the hell out of me. They worked an amazing match, I thought, with these guys. Hats off to both teams, but holy fuck, War Raiders impressed the fuck out of me tonight.
Yeah, I could say it. Definitely a good card, a good match right there. Do you see it continuing on?
I honestly felt after watching that match tonight, I feel like we're going to see more of these guys, two teams, and I can see them giving the straps to what's it, American Made.
It would be a wise move. They're good enough to have the straps. Yeah. And they were in the Olympics also, so it's kind of,
So, all right, next up, Judgment Day promo, where the biggest thing out of this promo, it's kind of a blah promo, but seeing Liv where she got cut, she had a really nasty cut right above her eye, and it was glued shut. She didn't have any stitches. But the promo, Dom was saying to Finn, he feels that we need a new member.
What do you say?
It's just a matter of time before this all implodes and we see Dom turn face.
Absolutely. JD McDonough. I never thought. I'm going to be honest. I did not think much of him in the beginning. I didn't see his work prior. After seeing the match that he had, that bump, the kid's got a lot of heart, and he definitely will be going somewhere because they owe it to him without a doubt.
I agree. I agree. So next up, we had another quick promo. Rhea Ripley tells Io Sky that she is giving her match in a few weeks on Raw.
What do you see there?
I don't see nothing because I don't see them changing the strap before WrestleMania.
Could it be that they're setting up an angle where the fraction breaks up? Like legitimately, they separate.
I mean, it's about time they have to.
Yeah, that's about where I see that going. You know, have to break it up to give each one of those girls a run that's up and coming and deserving, just like what is it, Dakota Kai?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I feel Io is definitely the upper tier of the females, and Dakota should be, that U.S. or Intercontinental champion run.
I don't see any interest in the. I think it's a waste, those belts.
I
I
do
don't
too.
even know why they did that.
Uh, it's crazy. There's so many fucking belts, and they only give you 5 matches a show.
And tells you that tells you what the belts are really worth. You have your A card, your B card, and your C card when they hit the road.
Yeah.
And each one of those titles will be used in different areas when they're wrestling the same nights.
Mhm.
This is what they used to do back when I was going up to do the jobs. They would run 2, 3 shows a day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You had Ultimate Warrior on one card. You had Hogan on the other card, and then the tag team champions, I believe at the time, was Demolition or the Brainbusters, and they were on another card.
Right.
There was a time when the Rock and Roll Express were drawing more than Dusty Rhodes.
Hmm.
So you know what Dusty Rhodes did? He fired them. But that's another story. I have a story I like to tell, man. I was going up to the WWF at the time, and I was doing jobs, and I had looked on the board, and they had me wrestling the Ultimate Warrior,
Okay.
and I was up here with Gary Wolf, Anthony Durante, Sweet Daddy Falcone, a lot of guys from the Monster Factory.
Hmm.
Well,
Was this before or after Warrior had the strap?
Warrior wrestled me for 10 minutes. He wore the strap the whole time.
Really?
He beat me, and the strap was imprinted in my back. So technically, I walked around for a week
As the
with the
champ?
Intercontinental title on my back. But the thing was, is Hacksaw Jim Duggan was doing this match with this jobber, and I forget the kid's name offhand, but the kid kept messing up, and they kept making Jim do the match over and over. So
Really?
like I seen that it was my turn coming up with the Warrior. I'm going in the bathroom to take a leak. Here comes Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Now this dude, he's pissed, man. You
Sure.
see this metal doors that close on the bathroom
Yeah.
stall?
Yeah.
He hit that damn thing one punch so hard the whole bathroom stall was ripped off the wall. And I said, wow, man, I'm glad I got to wrestle the Ultimate Warrior. I don't have to wrestle him. But anyway, go ahead, man.
Next up, we had your favorite CM Punk come out to do his promo about Elimination Chamber, yada yada yada, which led to Logan Paul come out, which led into the match of Logan Paul versus Rey Mysterio. And Johnny said it earlier. We've talked about this kid a couple weeks now. I gotta give Logan Paul all the credit in the world. The fucking kid goes out there and busts his ass and always delivers a really nice match.
Absolutely the most talented non-wrestling wrestler I ever seen work.
Yeah.
And you know what's pretty funny about it? He'll get in the ring and knock your face off.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Seriously, he's a real athlete all around. Like I said, there's some things that irk me about him, but there's more things that irk me about seeing Skunk and the match that I would be promoting. And yeah, I give that creep a chance to get to WrestleMania. But the match I'm putting on is Logan Paul knocking him out and then out of nowhere comes Brock Lesnar, and it would be Brock Lesnar, Logan Paul. That's just Johnny booking. Look, man, I got a lot of crazy ideas, man. That's why, they need some fresh booking in that WWE, man, and you and me can take it over.
There you
But
go.
I'd fire Paul. First thing I do is fire Paul. Second thing is I send Triple H home and tell him to do the dishes for Stephanie.
I personally would not do that. I would not mind working under either of them and being mentored and learned.
Listen, you could be mentored and learn under Joel Goodhart. He knows more about the business than all of them combined. Just remember that. That man is a talent in the promoting world. And if you were to ask him with the roster that they have and all the talent, listen, I guarantee you the match that Joel would want to see is Logan Paul beat CM Punk, and then Brock Lesnar come in, and you got that angle there. You got the angle with the Bullet Club. Listen, there's a lot of things you could go back and add in there that would be so interesting with the talent they have. And let me tell you something. I would get rid of Charlotte Flair in a minute, and with the money they're giving her, they could hire you and me.
he just freed up the money and gave us a job.
See, there you go, man. And you can fire Pete Dunne, too.
Oh, too funny. But I gotta put Logan Paul over again. How about that freaking moonsault he did while holding Rey Mysterio?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Listen, he deserves to be there before the yeet, man. I'll tell you that. He might not have the time in to promote whatever yeet is. What is yeet anyway? When they're selling it, is it actually an object, or is it a bunch of morons going like this?
Yeah.
What is it? I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I said that, and I shouldn't have classified everyone as a moron. Most of you are morons for doing it.
Yeet is a slang term that can be used as an exclamation. Yeet is used to express excitement, approval, or surprise. For example, you might say yeet when you're doing a dance move or celebrating something. That is the definition of yeet. So basically, that's a yeet.
Is that anything like when they used to do this? What was that, a dab or a dope? What was that? You know, in Kensington, Philadelphia, they all stand folded in half. Could we call that the Motorola? I mean, come on, man. This is going to be the quickest flash in the pan you ever seen happen in the WW, whatever they want to call themselves.
Well, hopefully it's not over by May 3rd, because I can't wait to do it and make you laugh.
Well, listen, I can't wait to just be there, period. I won't be eating, I'll be meeting.
How about if I can get you and Joel to yeet?
Does Joel have a problem with the yeet man, too?
Joel probably doesn't even know what it is. He hates WWE as a whole still. He won't even give it a chance.
Listen, I've been listening to a few people out there. They're giving this AEW a chance. I have a better idea. Instead of like going to the WW, whatever they call themselves, the Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey Circus of Professional Wrestling, how about we talk to that dude that wears a muffin on his head? What is his name? Tony Khan?
Okay.
Yeah, he looks like he's got a French poodle sitting on his head all the time. Dude, take the wig off. Nobody's buying that your hair. I'm not getting it. Listen, this is the problem. There's a lot of people that are fans, and by becoming fans, they get lost in the forest and they never see the trees. You understand me?
Yeah.
If you take just what we're going on, we could get a job booking and putting this stuff together somewhere with these talents that are out there. It could be done, and that's what it's going to be called, one and done.
One and done. Well, at the end of the match, Logan Paul went over. He's going into the Elimination Chamber, and the New Day attacked Rey Mysterio, and boop, show went off the air.
Here's a question. How come everyone has to win a match to get there, but this creep, Marky Wahlberg, he comes in and he declares himself?
Well, that's what CM Punk was saying. He had a problem with that at first, but now he's over it.
Do you really believe that creep could be over anything? He is in my eyes. He's not over, and he's not going to. He's more over as a loser than a winner.
He's over as a nostalgia thing. He's good to have, that quick pop run in or something like that, but I don't think as a full blown champion, I don't see.
Well, there you go. You're agreeing with me again. You say you can't understand why I have a problem with CM Punk. My kid.
Oh no, Punk. I'm all on CM Punk. I'm talking about John Cena.
Oh, John. Oh, the John. See, listen, it's easy to confuse two non-talents.
Wow. See, I think Punk is the
You think he's the real deal?
Absolutely.
Listen, you and I have a problem here now. If you could prove to me that you could do 3 front flips, wow, I will then agree with you that CM Punk is a talent. Until then, the only thing that CM Punk could get any credit for is AJ Lee.
Okay.
These are my opinions. Listen, you ask me here.
Absolutely.
Listen, I am going to give the most colorful opinions and honest as they could be. A lot of people wouldn't understand them. They don't give them a chance. But when you and I leave tonight and people watch this, these ideas and these thoughts are going to go to sleep. They're going to be stuck in their heads. And you know what they're going to say? That Johnny HotBody and Bay, they really have something going on.
See, I need to get somebody to make me a video intro for our Breaking Raw show now. And yeah, it will say, just like at the beginning of the WWE shows, don't try this at home. These statements by Johnny HotBody are Johnny's and Johnny's alone.
And listen, they're my opinions, and you're entitled to them.
There you go. Kyle Thomas, what's up, buddy? Love Kyle, great dude. Hey, Chubby, how are you going, buddy? Fly, Eagles, fly. That's it. World champions. Can you believe it, John? The Eagles are 2-time world champions. I don't want to get him started. I don't want to get him started. I don't want to get him started.
Talk about that. I'm just going to say this. I do not watch football. I do not watch baseball. I do not watch racing when all you do is go around in circles and you think you've done something important. I don't watch golf. If I was going to watch golf, I would watch the tapes of Tiger Woods getting beat up by his girl with a golf club. Those things are entertaining. And I don't buy. Listen, I do not buy into sports this way. My opinion is from the heart and not from the fan's perspective. I can tell you my honest opinion about football. It's a waste of 4 hours. Is it 4 hours nowadays? How long is it? 3 hours?
Probably 3.5 hours.
I was sound asleep. I didn't watch the Super Bowl, man. Don't have time for it. I just don't. I'm sorry.
Well, Kyle says, Johnny Hotbody, I loved your heel run in ECW. Your tag run was awesome too.
Thank you so much. Listen, on that note, this is I'm the only one to do this in ECW. You know this. Tag team champion, heavyweight champion, television champion, triple crown. No one else did it, and I was the first. I'm the true original.
There you go. Michelle, she says, Cena needs to be gone. I'm so glad this is his final year for that fruity pebble.
Fruity Pebble. Listen, I don't understand.
That's an insult
John
to a
Cena.
good cereal.
I just don't understand him. Yeah, he's another one. Okay, he's done a lot. He definitely has done a lot. He should give it up. There's too.
Well, he is.
No, he's giving it up. What is here left? That's when he should have left.
Oh, it's too funny. And Bill says, send me ideas for the intro video. He can have it done up. That would be awesome, Bill.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We need our news banner, brother, with that news.
The ticker.
And don't forget about when, I don't know if, are we going to be laying the SmackDown?
No, because I can't watch it.
Okay, well, what about all the...
I got to figure out how to watch it. I'm not going to buy like a monthly service to watch it. I'm not going to... because it's, for me, it's like it's on the streaming ones that you got to pay like $70 a month. I'm not doing that. Did I lose you? Did you freeze up? Oh, shit. Johnny's phone froze up. All right. If he comes back, I'll give him a couple minutes. But anybody with some last questions you want to throw out there before we hop off? Any last questions, statements on tonight's program? Let's see. Kyle says, if Cena retires, I reckon he will be used like The Rock, special occasion matches. I totally agree. That's exactly what's going to happen. I feel that's what he's basically should be done for this little last run. I don't think they should seriously give him a title shot, which they're going to end up doing. Excuse me. I hope they don't give him the belt. I would hate to see that, but it could happen. You never know. People love him. People want to say it. So who knows? You never know what could happen. And is that it? Any other questions? Bye-bye, Fruity Pebbles, man. And I love Fruity Pebbles was one of my favorite cereals. Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Pebbles, my two favorite cereals. So you're insulting my favorite cereals when you combine them with John Cena. All right. Looks like on that note, I'm guessing. I have a feeling Johnny's phone died. That's what I think happened. Let me see if he texted. No. All right. On that note, let's see. Kyle says, I was going to ask Johnny what his favorite ECW moment was, but he froze up. Yeah, his phone started crackling, and I was saying to myself, I think his phone's dying, and I'm guessing that's what happened. Yeah, 'cause he hasn't texted me. Love Cocoa Pebbles too. He was on the box for a while. Wait, what? John Cena was on the box? Oh, stop the madness. Stop the freaking madness. Oh, boy. All right. On that note, thank you all. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure, if you haven't done it already, whether you're on Facebook or on YouTube, make sure to like, subscribe, follow, etc., etc., etc. I can't thank you all enough for helping me build this. and make this into something. Don't forget May 3rd, 2300 Arena. Go to 2300arena.com for tickets. WrestleCon and One and Done. Come on out, meet myself and Johnny and a whole cavalcade of stars, including Ric Flair, Tommy Rich, Doug Gilbert, Medusa Michelli, Shane Douglas. Uh, the list goes on and on. The stars of the TWA, stars of ECW, stars of NWA. So it's going to be a hell of a day, hell of a night, and a hell of an after party. So be there, be there, be there. You can also go to twawrestling.com, our website, and check out all the information. Again, thank you, everybody. I'm exhausted. I need to go to bed. I got to get up early for work. Until, I guess, next Monday. Yes. Unless somehow I find a way to watch SmackDown. Until then, see you, everybody.